All right, yay. All right, we're officially live streaming now at the Red or Green Books Facebook page. And I'm so excited tonight. This is our Saturday night open mic featuring Quinn Collard, who is part of our 2023 debut authors program here at Red or Green Books, and it's Red, READ. So if you were not familiar with our publishing house, we're here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, hence the Red or Green Chilies. But being a poet and full of sass, Red, READ, is the name of the publishing house. The Word is Right is our performing arts platform, and so we do shows all over the world from this Zoom room, if you will, and we have shows just about every day of the week. Many of the Word is Right family is here tonight, including Shaki and Chanson. So thank you all so much for being here, and thank you for everyone who's cheering on Quinn tonight. Very, very excited to have her in our debut Poets Lounge. She was here with her beautiful mother in Albuquerque. I got to go to lunch with them. I got to hug them and meet them in person. So I promise you she's a real person. So that was awesome. Whenever I get to meet poets we work with or we meet online, it's always fun to be able to meet them in person. All right, a couple of announcements, little commercials, housekeeping things, and we'll get going tonight. Quinn has mentioned she has another event, so she's going to go first tonight. So if you're on the open mic list, just sit tight. We'll get to you eventually. The 2024 debut poets, we have 10 poets from all over the world in this launch. We have one more large book signing event to do. It'll be in August. So please go to redorgreenbooks.com, Red, READ. You can see all of the dates, the events, the upcoming things that are happening for that show there on the website. You can also go to us Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. You can go back and see the performances. If you missed the Meet the Poets, where we introduced the poets who are going to be here, go back and watch that wonderful show. And then, of course, this past a couple weekends ago, we had our readathon, which was, last Saturday, actually. In fact, last Saturday, we unveiled all the cover art for the books. So we got to see Quinn's cover art. It was beautiful. I cannot wait till this book is here and in my hands, so I can put them in her hands, and then she can have a real book. It's very exciting. September 13th, 14th, and 15th is the New Mexico Poetry Summit. We have poets flying in from all over the world, including just our misdemeanor who's in the room tonight. She's coming all the way from London. We have poets from Canada, from Mexico, as well as all over the U.S. and New Mexico doing incredible poetry, spoken word. We also have musical performances as well. So like Adam's going to do music tonight. We also welcome music. It's a lot of fun. Tickets are available for that on the website, redorgreenbooks.com. All right, some quick housekeeping things for this evening. We are, of course, live streaming. So this is a live poetry open mic. If you do not want to be recorded, please keep your camera off and yourself muted. You do not have to have your camera on to perform tonight, unless you're Quinn Collard, because she's our feature and we want to see her beautiful face. And she looks so cute and adorable. I thought I had cute ears on. She got this cute hat on, and I'm like, dang, this girl. And I saw she got a new tattoo. She's like, she's going. It's full board. No stopping this woman. I'm so excited for what's next for her. So that is some housekeeping issues for that. Please do not interrupt with your microphone the performances tonight, okay? The microphone is available for you to mute and unmute as you wish right now, but if I have to keep muting people, then I'll turn that off. So I don't it's usually not an issue. I usually don't have to address that, but just if you're new to Zoom, just be mindful, please, of your microphone and making sure it's off. But when the feature is over and when the open mic performers are done, please unmute your mics between performances and show the poets and the performers and the musicians some love tonight. We love to get fun and crazy. All right, a couple other things. This is a live show. You could hear anything. You could see anything. Please take care of yourself if you're triggered by anything. We do not require trigger warnings for content. This is a live poetry open mic. If you would like to use a trigger warning with your performances today, that's fine. We will absolutely embrace that and support that. But just please know you can hear and see anything at any time. If you need to turn everything off and leave, we'll understand. It's totally fine. Please do what you need to do to take care of yourself. There is no censorship on this platform. You can say shit and fuck and dick and pussy and all those great, wonderful words. The only thing you're not allowed to do is bring any hate speech at all. Okay. If I feel you're a threat to anyone in this room, you will be gone, baby, gone, and not allowed back in. I run a tight ship. Let's keep it professional. Let's keep it real. And let's be kind to each other. The chat is available for you to use, but not abuse. So please do not bully or threaten anyone or misuse the chat in any way. That'll also get you kicked the hell out. But otherwise, really, we don't have these kinds of problems here, right? We set the standard high. We set the bar high. The expectations are that we're all grown-ups and we're going to have a good grown-up time tonight, right? So let's keep it copacetic. I never bring a feature reader up here with a cold mic. And so what I'm going to do, Quinn, is open with a poem for you so that we can kind of get the room going. It also kind of buys a little bit of time for anyone who might be running a little bit like beyond poet time to be able to come and join us this evening. So I'll do a poem. And I hope you all enjoy this. If you are new to poetry or you've never tried poetry or never written poetry, I definitely encourage you to put pen to paper and start writing amazing things. Tonight, the open mic list, I have Adam, Sophia, Chanson, and Justar. So if you would like to read and you're not on that list, just reach out to me and let me know, and I will add you to that list. All right. So this poem is titled Somewhere, and then I'll bring up Quinn. I'll read her bio for you. She'll talk about herself a little bit, where you can find her, follow her, how you can buy her book. And then she'll go into a feature. Her feature set is as long, really, as she wants it to be. It's up to 30 minutes, and I'll keep track of your time, okay? And then we'll go to the open mic, and we'll finish that up today. All right. Any questions, anyone need anything, please reach out to me through the chat and I will take care of that for you. All right, so this poem is a relatively new poem. It is titled Somewhere. Somewhere there is a house that dances on a bed of Rocky Mountain wildflowers. Imaginative kaleidoscope landscape where New Mexico winds blow bouquets of juniper and promises through windows born of closed doors and hope that bridged hearts from two lives so separated once together, no earthly force could split. Somewhere there is a house with a wraparound grandma-hugging porch that invites joy and courage from memories and hope. It cradles hearts from lives once so separated, now stand together so no earthly force dare divide. Somewhere there is a house behind the mind of my eye, where I stand with the third of his name in a kitchen of our creation. Oh, I lost my page. In matching mugs of can, making ginger tea and coffee, clapping, praying, hoping, thankful for that one night you told me you had the same dream, that one day there would be a house somewhere where we could become grown and old with peace and love to slowly age together. Now, I find you are gone, and I scrape away for grace and the gratitude, only to find that our somewhere house has burned down, and the charred embellishment of our love was just one woman's dream. And that's that piece. All right, let's go. Let's get to our feature tonight. The mic has been warmed up, is ready for her. If you want to read on the open mic list tonight, let me know. I'm going to start your time, Queen. You go as long as you want. If you need anything from me, let me know. I got you. I will read her bio. It's a very short bio, which is hopefully we can stretch that out and give her a lot of accolades with this book. But Quinn Collard is a native Texan and Smith College graduate living in Seattle with Smokey, her cat, and fellow poet. She is an archivist, photographer, and zinister. You can find her at quinncollard2ns2ls.com. Y'all unmute your mics tonight. Give it up for our featured reader, the one and only Miss Quinn Collard.
Woo! Woo! Oh, all right. Thank you so much, Marissa. Thank you for that lovely poem to start off with, making me think about my recent trip to New Mexico and our lovely meeting. And my mom, who is also here tonight. Shout out to my mom. Uh, shout out to my friends Matt and Kim, who are the only people who've been to every one of these so far, and other friends who are also here, and other fellow poets, awesome people. Thank you. I am in a meeting room at the library, having the library got hacked recently. It does not have Wi-Fi, and it's been kind of a whole comedy of errors, but here I am. And yes, I am ready to go. So, hello. My name's Quinn, and I'm so thrilled to be having my first book coming out with this awesome, amazing press with all these cool fellow poets and Marissa making the things happen always. And I've been writing since I was a small child. So this has been my dream for basically my whole life. Uh, and my book is entitled And Shatter Me with Dawn, which I snagged from a poem by one of my big poetic influences, Emily Dickinson. The book is in quadrants for each of the four seasons. Some of those poems are more obviously connected to the seasons than others, but they're all thematically connected to the seasons for me. I am a witch and I have all sorts of special associations with the seasons. I also like a good theme and liked having a sort of organizational structure to build this manuscript on, because honestly, first book felt a little intimidating to try to fill up 100 pages without some sort of organizing principle. So we've got quadrants for the seasons, and I I think that's all I've got in the way of introductory remarks. I'll jump into some poems here and then maybe pause a bit for some more chatter. Uh, so this first one is the intro to the whole book. So it will be the intro to a reading here. It's called Incantation. A song to keep away the fear of dying. A song to bring forth great storms. A song to forget what needs forgetting. A song to soothe restless ghosts. A song to make the flowers bloom. A song for the season. And then this little first little set here will be start with the winter poems. So these are, yes, winter. This one's called Embers. Swirling and hazy, radiance against the bleakness. A hot red heart glowing in the dark. This one is called Night as the Magician. It's a list poem, a form I always find very interesting and subject to great expansion. Ingredients to be gathered. 1, the silent, haunting song of the moon. 2, the startling, reflective glow of the eyes of nocturnal beings. 3, a stately clock's 12 silver chimes. 4, the smell of the snow that envelopes a city. 5, the needle dropping at the beginning of an old blues record again. This one, moving into some of the springtime vibes here. This one is called Phoenix Rising. It was on my mind because it's about when I got this tattoo on the spring equinox. And that was on my mind because, yes, I just got another tattoo to celebrate this book a couple of days ago on the summer solstice. And that one is on my leg and less easy to show y'all right now, but you'll just have to take my word for it. That's awesome. Anyway, this one is called Phoenix Rising. As spring hatched from a cosmic egg, A tattoo needle etched a medieval firebird over the thin white lines of my arm, a mythical creature rising from her own fiery destruction, filled with power. This one is one of my favorites because it's a title that I snagged from my favorite movie, Singing in the Rain, which always just makes me happy to think about, and gets into some of the sort of hopeful springtime feelings, which especially since moving to Seattle, which I adore, but can be rough to get through the darkness sometimes. Those springtime hope vibes are, I cling very tightly to those these days. So this is called 5,000 kilowatts of stardust. A world painted with a palette of strawberry ice cream pink, robin's egg blue, dandelion yellow. A world of wishes, found lucky pennies tucked in battered sneakers, the expectant moment before an answer. This is summertime, which yeah, just making that transition now. Very, very exciting. Soaking up all that sun. This one is called Glory. Shout out to the awesome musician Mike Viola, who I borrowed a couple of these from one of his songs, as it was in my head on the 4th of July. All the greens are a little bit greener. All the blues are a little bit bluer. We blaze out together, eternally bound by fire and dust in the blood and words never spoken. I play the same chords and watch the sky explode outside my window. This one is called library announcements. I'm not sure if y'all can hear that. Shout out to a library for always being amazing, even after they got hacked and are having to deal with all sorts of wildness right now with that. This one's called Death and Joy. I wrote this the day that Paul Rubens, aka Pee Wee Herman, died, which was is one of my all-time heroes, and I had a lot of feelings that day. And I've been planning to go to a zoo, and then wasn't sure if I felt up for it. And my friend Matt, who's here tonight, said, Pee Wee would want you to go to a zoo, which was true. We went to a zoo together, and then I wrote this poem. It's called Death and Joy, and yeah, dedication for Pee Wee. Even the eternally youthful fall sooner or later, but the tiger's only sleeping, massive paws still, but ever ready. The carousel's music and the grain moon, rising hypnotically gigantic and deep yellow over Puget Sound, will outlast all of us. This one is called Sediment. It's one of the sort of liminal space interlude poems in between these seasonal sections. The wound watch will evenly click away, divide each day into slices of 86,400 seconds until it suddenly stops. Time frozen until fingers grasp and turn. Start it once again. The moments from the fireworks flash, when galaxies were suddenly scattered like spilled glitter, till the candle is snuffed with a whimper, will mix and pile on top of each other, colored brushstrokes on the wall of a canyon, burst hearts and spilled blood. This one is called Danse Macabre. I It's yeah, a lot of mortality themes throughout here. Um, and especially in the autumnal times, which this last section is, there's a lot of connection to that. In the moon's silvery stillness, the bones awaken, shake off the residue of dirt and life, dance in a ring around the bare black trees, hand in skeletal hand. Um, and then this last one here is called Luna Moth. I feel like butterflies get a lot of attention and credits, and butterflies are beautiful and amazing. It's true. But recently I've been feeling really drawn to the energy of moths who also transform like butterflies do. And I have a little more familiarity with the darkness, which is a very powerful energy that I think we should pay more attention to. I know so my witchy pals are here, and I think know what I'm talking about. um, so Luna Moth. A letter scrawled by an earlier self. Remember your magic. Across Lake Washington, a rainbow, improbable, stubbornly insisting on the continued presence of marvels, even in the gloom. And those are the actual poems I have right now. I my poems are all very short, so I can't need to leave some so y'all can actually, buy the book, and can't be just reading them all here. But my website, quinncollar.com, actually operational as of today, still very much work in progress. I'm using a template that I still need to get all the details hammered out and like take out the things that are not relevant. But it's got links, it's got my bio, it's got, I believe it has an operational contact form. If it does not, I will get that fixed shortly. It has a way to buy the book. And I know a lot of my great pals are here, and a lot of y'all have already pre-ordered, and I'm so grateful for that. And it's really wonderful to have that validation of this big milestone project. But if you haven't pre-ordered yet, now's the time. Strike while the iron is hot, make hay while the sun shines, insert your other do this now cliches here. So yeah, that's all up on my website now. Again, quinncollar.com. I'm going to be building more things onto there too. I'd love to have like a blog with, updating thoughts about my projects and my process, et cetera, et cetera. I am also developing a more social media presence for my writing career, I guess I can say now. So I'm a typewritten girl on Facebook and Instagram, and those links are also on my website. And Marissa, does anybody ever do like a little like Q&A here, or should I?
So we usually do Q&A for the author talk, but if anyone
Oh.
has any questions, which we did,
Oh.
if anyone has questions for Quinn, you're welcome to raise your. I mean, because we do have a bit of time. It's not mandatory, but if anyone does want to ask Quinn any questions, we can certainly take the opportunity to do that now. But I will say that if you ask her any questions, she is welcome to decline to answer. Okay, she does not have to answer simply because you ask a question. I'm a big proponent of making sure that the artists and the authors don't feel pressured to ask it. But I will also say that she is slated for the author talk for book club in August of this year. So book club is a volunteer-based monthly a thing that we do at Red or Green Books where we feature a different book, a different author. And the third Sunday of the month, we at 1 p.m. Eastern, we do an author talk, which is kind of like chit-chatting, like this very casual talking. And then she goes into a full featured set of whatever she wants to read. And then there's the Q&A at the end. It's a lot of fun to learn about these authors as humans, as people, as artists, and not just on the page. So it brings a humanity to the book launch. But you're all welcome to ask her if you would like, or raise your hand. Otherwise, we'll save that for book club and come back in August.
Yes.
And the motorcycle goes by my house. But I'm sure she'll have some new poetry by then. She can read anything that she wants. It does not have to necessarily be from her book. But the takeaway is quinncollard.com. You've got to go to her website, get her book. That way she gets paid for her books. I mean, that's the most important thing. That's a big push that we're doing, is making sure authors get paid for their books. So that would be a big help for you, over for her book, and get it. It is a beautiful book. The cover art is almost done, and the book is about ready to go to print. So I'm super, super excited to see this book come to fruition. If you want to know more about her or any of the debut authors, you can go to the website, redorgreenbooks.com, and you can get the hyperlink to her, to all of her stuff as well. Anything else, Quinn?
I think that will be about it for me. I'm seeing a bunch of really lovely comments in the chats, and y'all are making my heart swell. I again, I'm on my phone because there's whole comedy of errors with tech and scheduling and stuff, so I'm not like replying to all of y'all individually, but know that I'm seeing them, and I'm so touched by all of your kindness and support, and I'm gonna just have to come to the next like open mic and see all the awesome additional stuff that time. And yes, Marissa, thank
And
you for being accommodating.
I would highly encourage y'all to stay, because the open mic list is no slouch either. Right? If you're not familiar with poetry or with open mics, like, we have some really incredible poets, not only in Quinn's launch, but tonight in the room. So if you're able, I know, Quinn, you got to get to your next thing, which is okay. We appreciate you being here. We'll see you in August for the author talk. And yeah, and all of that good stuff. All right, so Adam, I've got you doing some music tonight. I've got, yes, Quinn.
Oh, I was just gonna say, can personally vouch for Adam being an awesome musician, and so excited that he is going to jump on, a good pal of mine. And so yes, you should all stay to hear Adam and all the poets and all the things. I'm sorry, I have to dash.
That's okay. You got to go into the world. The world needs you. So go and spread your wings and go do your Quinn thing, right? Very excited to have you here and featuring. Like I said, this will be uploaded eventually to our YouTube channel. If you want to go back and watch any of the past author talks, any of the past shows that we've done, or at The Word Is Right or Red or Green Books, they have their own separate YouTube channels. We do have a lot of awesome people from all over the world we featured, and we've done over 1,000 shows at The Word Is Right, not even including the Red or Green Books shows. So we've done a whole lot since COVID. So it's been a lot of fun. So thank you so much, Quinn. I will just ask. I'm going to go ahead and ask. I'm going to invite everyone to unmute. What? Let me see more. Ask all to unmute. I will just invite everyone to unmute and give you a huge round of applause as you get ready to leave tonight. Give it up for our featured reader tonight, Quinn Collard.
Woo! Yeah! Woo!
Thank you all.
Oh, it's awesome. All right.
Quinn.
Okay, love y'all. Thank you.
Keep that energy going as we bring up Adam. After Adam, I have Sophia, Chanson, and Justar. Adam, where are you from, and what are you going to be playing tonight?
I'm originally from New York, but I live in Philadelphia. I've been here for about 15 years, so I guess that counts me as local to Philadelphia.
And you're going to do guitar?
Yeah.
Oh, if you stay to the end, I'll read my guitar poem for you.
Yeah.
All right, let me, and feel free, y'all, to tell people where to find you, where to follow you, all of that good stuff. I mean, we're very much a community-based organization, so let me spotlight you and go ahead and take it away. I mean, the open mic was short, so feel free to take as much time really as you want.
Okay. I was planning on playing one song. The song is called And Again. It's one of my songs. I wrote it. You can find my stuff on adamriveramusic.com, or just anywhere you search Adam Rivera on iTunes, Spotify, anything like that. You'll find my music there. This is called End Again. I am sinking, I'm swimming, I'm drowning, I'm falling apart at the seams. So it seems I get up again. Will you be there to push me right back down? Was it all just a dream? When I wake up, will you be there at the end again? Will you be there at the end again? I am sending and landing and crashing and falling down hard once again. Then rebuilding, trying again. The blue side is flying and know that you're dying, your heart on the bend. When I wake up, will you be there at the end again? Will you be there at the end again? I am sinking, I'm swimming, I'm drowning, I'm falling apart at the seams. So it seems I get up again. Or will you be there to push me right back down? Was it all just a dream? And when I wake up, will you be there at the end again? Will you be there at the end again? You should know you'll always have a friend.
Woo, let's go, y'all. Unmute your mics. Give it up for Adam Rivera, AdamRiveraMusic.com. You can find him there. Let's go. Woo!
Thank you.
Yes. Wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad to meet you. Feel free. You're always welcome to come and hang out here. We love having musicians on our open mics. We have a lot of comedians, a lot of other people too from all over the world. So you're always welcome to come to The Word Is Right and rip music anytime you want. It's awesome. So AdamRiveraMusic.com. You can find him. Are you on Spotify also?
Yes. Yes.
Ah,
iTunes, Spotify,
great.
anything, anywhere you can get digital music, it'll be there.
It's wonderful. And you're getting some love. Kim's giving you some love in the chat. So
Thank you.
thank you all so much for loving on these people who are brand new to The Word Is Right and Red or Green Books. I see that Rich Boucher is in the room. Rich Boucher, are you reading tonight? Also, I see Rachel Johnson is in the house. Rachel, are you wanting to read tonight? Escape Artist is here. There's all these amazing, big hitting poets in the room. Y'all, Shaki G is here. So let me know if y'all are going to read tonight. I'll get you on the list. Otherwise, we have award-winning poet Sophia Falco is here, and she's got her brand new book out, and she's got a brand new book awards. We're so excited for her. And then Chance on Bird, who is not only a host here at The Word Is Right, he's also working to break the Guinness Book of World Records for most haiku. Chance on, you'll be on deck, followed by Just Our Misdemeanor, all the way from London. Let me go ahead and spotlight you, Sophia, and take it away.
Glad to be here. I have a brand new poem. I don't know. Not quite sure, but I'm gonna go for it because that's how I roll. So and then maybe I'll read part. It's short, and then maybe I'll read just a little bit of the opening of my new book. I think that'll be a little under 5 minutes. So this is a work in progress. Love some comments, feedback, if you know, plausible, feasible. Okay, so it's what's the word? It's not experimental, but it's trying things. Okay, here we go. Enough said. This one's kind of serious. Okay, so my red Power Ranger t-shirt. Okay. It gets pretty wild, this poem. Okay. Here we go. My red Power Ranger t-shirt shouldn't have been the subject of sex jokes. Innocence turned awry while I turned angry red. Mirroring my red shirt, and to protect myself, I had to wear it inside out so no more nastiness would come out of their mouths in that psych hospital. Almost anything would go. But I knew those Power Rangers were still there, but in hiding. I was fighting for my life, whereas I had lost fighting to inanimate objects. The skinny guy who targeted me continuously, who got away with no discipline, and oh, how me consequently punching the whiteboard that hung on metal lockers broke my hand, now writing lefty. You know, my deceased grandmother forced my mother to write righty. My mother always paints me in the wrong, a complete disappointment, and I could have yelled at the woman who kept receiving clothes, but not comment, as it wore the same ones for 6 days straight on the daily. Thank you. Trying out something new. Thank you. And I'll read just a little excerpt from If My Hands Were Birds, a poem. It's coming out in a month. I got the proof, and then we'll get the second proof. And the epigraph. I don't want to end up simply having visited this world. Mary Oliver, from her poem, When Death Comes. It wasn't a plum tree, nor the tree of life. Rather, it was a lone orange tree where we paced underneath those shadows deliberately under his reign. I was unable to trace the history of who planted the tree, and I gathered not the ripe oranges high above me, but instead this thought: he who deemed himself king of mindfulness would have wanted it to be a plum tree to emulate Plum Village, the Buddhist temple in France. However, he also quizzically and typically wore a black cowboy hat in California, a mystery never solved. Why that hat? Yet there was no need for this kind of authority. I wanted to tell him, it's not about rankings here. It is not just science about the breath, even though he is an engineer. King is such an ugly word. Compassion was not in fashion within him like his hateful hat. Although, despite immense pain, never once did he see my tears, since he, the case manager, did not deserve that type of vulnerability, since his emotional response was lacking from others in my life. Compassion, that seed missing to cultivate and illustrate the spectrum of emotions, was clearly not on display to my dismay. Even the sun, unable to speak, had compassion for that strangely, wonderfully resilient, abundant orange tree. I then could see orange, orange, orange up above me, while instead he wanted me to focus on my feet. I could still see his black shoes clearly. He ordered me to feel your feet in your shoes, striking the pavement slower than slowly, but not slow motion, because this wasn't a movie. Instead, I yearned to turn towards the cotton candy blue sky, wishing to fly, but by then I should have realized maybe the word wish should have been removed from the dictionary, from the lexicon, unlike leprechauns. Not on my side, luck, because he, the wannabe cowboy, wanted to force me into re-engineering the endings to my nightmares, not nightingales, even though repeatedly each week he told me to do so by designating directions on how to deal with distressing dreams. Thank you, everybody.
Ooh, that lexicon line. Let's go. Give it up for the award-winning poet, Sophia Falco, tonight. Woo. So Sophia did ask for some feedback. So if you have any tips for her, any feedback, please feel free to drop it in the chat. I know Rich probably has something
on the first poem. On the first poem, not my info. Yeah, it was wild. It was a wild ride, that red Power Ranger shirt. But let me tell you, that woman, man, she needed to shut her mouth, so I wore it inside out. Let me tell you. And then they were hidden, and then out of sight, out of mind. So that was pretty creative of me. I'm like, okay. Then I walked out of the room, and then it's like, oh, no Power Rangers. Oh, they're gone.
I love it. So yes, feel free to send her some feedback on that. All right, the list I got: Chance on Just Rich Boucher, Rachel Johnson, and Escape Artist is gonna read. All right, so let's go. The Chance on Bird, like I said, he is not only a man of God, but he also is an author and a host here of Haiku Workshop on the 2nd and 4th Sundays of the month. And he's working on breaking the Guinness Book of World Records for most. All right, so Rich is Sinru. All right, let's go Sinru. Let's get that clear. Let's get that out the way. I don't want paperwork to clog up the drain here. All right, Chance on, are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
Okay, I cannot spotlight you if your camera's off, but you do not have to have your camera on. I just want to let you know if I don't spotlight you, that's why. And then Just Star, you will be on deck. Is Just Star still here? I don't see her. So being that she's in London, sometimes things, fall through the cracks. So if Just Star is not back, then Rich, you'll be after Chance on.
All right. Good evening, everyone. As of today, my official haiku count is 4,412. I do want to have a little celebration when I get to 5,000, so that should be soon. All right, so I'm gonna go to my Google Docs. Okay. All right, so I want to read the last 4 that I've written. Banana milkshake, thick to the touch, delicious. Just shake it for me. Banana milkshake, thick to the touch, delicious. Just shake it for me. To silver highlights, diamonds in the sands of time falling on my skin. To silver highlights, diamonds in the sands of time falling on my skin. Your voice is tasty, like pineapples or cherries. Not together, though. Your voice is tasty, like pineapples or cherries. Not together, though. And the last one, make believe you love if your heart can't get you there. Manipulator. Make believe you love if your heart can't get you there. Manipulator. Thank you.
Let's go, Chanson! Do your good haiku.
Oh man, I don't have it with me.
I'm gonna ask you every time. All right, that's all right. I will ask y'all to unmute your mics. Please give it up for Chance on Bird. Word is right, family.
Woo, yay.
All right, let's keep going. Rich Boucher is a poet here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He'll be at the 2024 New Mexico Poetry Summit, along with so many others. I'm very, very excited. The turnout, Rich, like the folks who are going to be coming is going to be amazing, and I cannot wait for you to meet all these lovely people. So if you've not thought about coming to New Mexico yet, please consider it, because it's going to be an amazing, amazing time. After Rich, we will have Rachel Johnson. Where did you go, Rich? There you are. Let me spotlight you, sir.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. And I really appreciate the platform, Marissa. That's really just really, really good of you. Good evening, everybody. My name is Rich Boucher. 2 poems. The first one is called This Carl's Jr. is Cashless. I traveled on foot in the sun to the fast food restaurant, to the home of a delicious and automatic flame-broiled burger, to the place where I came from, to Shangri-La, all the way to the greasy, greasy door handle. After 1 billion years of walking out on the sidewalk in the seasonal and pleasant heat of a New Mexico April, I finally got to the entrance of the Carl's Jr. Whole worlds and civilizations and generations had come and gone between the time I set out to get a bite to eat and the time I stood in the shady alcove of the Carl's Jr. I stood there in the shade looking at the door, looking at my reflection in the glass of the door, looking at myself being shady, and looking at shade being uncomfortable with darkening me. I was stood at the doorway to Carl's Jr., and God dropped his double chins into his hairy chest and cried. And that thought and that notion and that idea and that sentence right there is a miracle in and of itself, because God doesn't exist even a little bit. Not to get all intense on you or everything, but we know that Carl's Jr. is real, and we know that God is not. I was there at the doorway to Carl's Jr. when dear Abby died, was born, was died, was born, was died, was born, became man, became the son of man, became the mom of man, became the advice columnist of man, died, and 3 days later became something I wrote about. A sign, professionally printed and rectangular and yellow, and an Arial block typeface stared at me from its place on the top pane of the glass entrance door to the Carl's Jr. This Carl's Jr. is cashless. Was this fast food place trying to tell me something in its own strange fast food tongue? There was some jargon next to that motto that implied that Carl's Jr. being cashless made things quicker and more convenient for me. I was upset by this. I dropped to my knees in front of the door and cried like a baby with a full beard because I didn't understand it. Was Carl's Jr. saying it would be better for everyone involved if I didn't have any cash? A crow perched on the magical and eldritch mountaintop across the street from Carl's Jr. squawked at me forebodingly and deep messagingly. There was so much I didn't understand, and that my brain doesn't want to understand even now. Even now, I find myself wondering if Carl's Jr. is some kind of clever slang for Carl's thing, as in Carl's cock. Why is Carl like this? Second poem. A little shorter. This poem is called Because of the Doctor, I Don't Feel Good. You're also going to start hating everyone you know and love. And also, you'll start hating strangers too. The doctor looked at me with a look of sterile, polished medical care, and then asked if I understood what I just heard. Do you need me to repeat that? Do you understand what's going to happen? I looked at him as I sat there on the crinkly paper on the medical examination bench. My ass felt anxious and horrible against the cold surface. I couldn't get my head around it, on top of finding out that I have a degenerative sight disease that will soon cause me to see everything in varying shades of purple. I was now learning that I was going to start to hate everyone around me, including people that I didn't actually hate. Isn't there anything that can be done about this? I shot him a pleading look, which was a stupid thing to do because he wasn't paid to perform miracles. The doctor set the bong down on the counter and looked at me with a painful medical expression. And then he frowned, and then abruptly turned to face a corner of the room. I heard him unzip his pants, and then I heard the forceful stream as he relieved himself in the corner. There was a pain chart with varying degrees of pain on the wall, and all those faces from pain level 1 to pain level 10, all those faces suddenly started leering at me suggestively, like they all wanted to see my hard thing. It was all just too much to handle. I couldn't take how unprofessional the doctor's behavior was, and the next thing I knew, I was killing him from behind with both of my hands. There was a chunk of time I don't remember after that, and all I can recall now is that I left that place disgusted with myself for proving him right.
Oh, let's go. Let's go, y'all. Unmute your mics. Get up for Rich Boucher tonight. Oh, my God.
Woo!
So for the local poets, I've started a summer backyard poetry series, and Stacey Dyson is in town, and she was here at the one I did. It's here at my house in my backyard, and we're going to be doing it again in July and one more in August. I think she'll be here for the July one still, Rich. So you and Rachel and the local poets should come to it, because it's just such a great thing. And she did this whole long reading. It was wonderful. And Holly Wilson came and she brought her drums, and it was this great thing. So if for the local poets, if you're here, catch Stacey Dyson while she's here. The reason I say this is because Rich Boucher is one of her favorite poets. And so, yes, it's true. And I know she would love to see you.
Who?
Stacey Dyson.
Oh. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Poet laureate out of San Diego. For those who don't know, she's also the leader of the women's group Tesoro, which myself and Shaki G and so many other women are a part of. And she'll be here at the summit again, of course, in September. But Rich Boucher is one of her most favorite poets. And so I'm like, Rich, you should come and read, because she's here in my backyard. So, yes, if you're here, if she's still here in July, I mean, you should come regardless, because it's my house. But it's a great opportunity to get together and commiserate and poet together. All right. So if you don't know Rich Boucher, you can find him, Rich Boucher, on Facebook. All right. Next up, we got Rachel Johnson. Rachel Johnson Writer, I believe, is all of her handles. See, like, I had to memorize everyone's stuff. She's also a local poet here in Albuquerque, and I love going to open mics with her. She's become like my sister. I really just love this woman. And Escape Artist is here. Escape Artist is in the house. She's part of our Red or Green Books family. She's one of our cover artists. So I'm so excited for her to be able to read tonight. Let's see, Rachel, let me find you. Hi. Oh, you got a haircut as well. No more of the colonizer DNA. Yeah, let's go. None of that. None of you will understand that. Don't get mad. No, that's the inside thing that we got going on. All right, Rachel Johnson, writer, and then Escape Artist, you are on deck.
Thanks, Marissa. You're always going to be my poet laureate. So I have 3 shortish poems. Prickly Pear Heart, past the leaning horse corral, to the east, the place of beginnings. I search the rich, arid desert spaces of my home land for the sprawling bed of cacti, a childhood memorial. And I harvest a red prickly pear fruit and place it under my tongue, a miniature heart with hair-fine spines that burrow deep. Mouth is full of drought, blackened and swelling. So I suck the slivers stuck between my teeth to assuage thirst and spit out the desiccated words and tender heart. This next poem is Worn Penny Promises. I startled from a dream because of you. You smiled, tongue curled behind bold teeth. Who knew that below the enamel your gums were barbed? That explains the metallic sting, cold flavored promises swallowed like worn pennies. Even that I savored. I bit down, rolled the barb over my tongue, and pressed it to the whalebone scaffold of my mouth. Ringing false, barbs caught in throat, their mass crept into brittle cage of ribs and tried to stifle lungs. Beneath my last defense, my sternum, gravity condenses around the bulk of your leaving. And this last one is a shape poem. Well, you can't really see it. Sorry, my camera is kind of glitchy. Goggy, wings extended, skims over wavering stalks of yellow grass. Austere sunrays strike her crescent silhouette, glistening like a scythe. Black wings beat, lifting her upward, curved beak shearing winter air. Thank you.
Yes, let's go, y'all. Unmute your mics. Give it up for Rachel Johnson tonight. Woo, 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 woo.
Woo!
Oh my God. I love your, and you know, I was thinking while I was looking at your beautiful haircut, and I was like, wow, I feel so like you must feel so liberated. And then it reminds me of your poem about that, and so that poem's always stuck with me. Just so you know, yeah. So
Thank you, Marissa.
super empowering, you
Yeah,
guys.
I don't have a haircut, unfortunately, but now I'm kind of encouraged to get one. I just pinned my hair back.
I love it. I love it. Let's go. Let's go. And at least I'm someone's poet laureate, so thank you. All right. Next up, we have escape artist in the house. Terry Rose Jertson just joined us. Terry Rose, would you like to read tonight? Because we're coming to the end of the open mic. So if you would like to read, I need to know so that we can wind. Yes, all right, Terry Rose, I got you. So we'll go escape artist Terry Rose Jertson. And I told Adam that if he stayed to the end, I would read one of my guitar poems to him. Some of you, like Rachel, were with me when I wrote those, so we'll pull out the guitar poems. Let me find escape artist. All right, so I cannot spotlight you if your camera's off, but you do not have to have your camera on. I just wanted to let you know. But escape, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you. It's all good. I'm with the baby, so yeah, I got my phone. Okay, here we go. The words are swarming to the back of my throat. I have nothing to say. They're forming lines in my fingers, crowding my wrists, clogging my arteries. They're just doing what they know to do. But I don't want to write. I don't want to feel. Rather be plagued with writer's block than write these type of poems. I sit in this hospital helpless. I don't know how to save her. My grandma was right. I should have been a nurse. But I decided to be an artist, and these instruments I claim have saved my life will do nothing for hers. Each time we are here, the Reaper gets a bit closer. I take my fiddle and bargain with him, trade whatever goodness I have for a little more time. There is nothing left to trade. I am all bitter, all anger. They tell me to have hope. Hope is not a miracle worker. The seeds of hope I have planted are just food for the scavengers, the ravens, the crows, the condors. They pick at whatever is left of this weakened spirit, tearing apart the optimism from my bones. I sit here sifting through the raging waves of words with my pens and pencils and poems all melting in my hands, thinking about how my grandma was right. I should have been a nurse. Did we get 2 poems? Oh, okay. My second one is eyes swollen red. I've been awake for months now, maybe even years. No sleep for the freaks. There is a voice locked in the basement of the skull, screaming about how failure and time have it out for me, planning for my demise. Dead or alive, the reward is to keep me stationary. And I've been wallowing in this slumber for decades, a sleeping giant. So they've been filling up their stomachs with my insecurities. These cackling jackals snickering over dinner about how ignorance grows like a weed in my brain and I don't know who I am. How I be lost in my own mind, only to realize my eyes can't ever close now. Once you know, there is no way not to, no going back to the safety of bliss. The constant arguments I have with myself is, don't you trust me? Stop staring at the ledge of the building and just jump. Plunge into the abyss. That voice you have in your head is man-made. Your hands are God-made. Your talent is made in heaven. How dare you be chained by earthly things when you have God-given wings? I see now. I can't go back to sleep. I have to jump. Spent my whole life cutting off my wings in bathrooms of no flying zones, built by people who never learned to fly. I won't be grounded anymore. Won't be tricked by my illusions of a screaming mind, chanting about how failure and time are plotting against me, how the reward for my stagnant steps are increasing. This is the last dinner they will have by me. The last time they fill their bellies with the emptiness of my courage. I know now that you are most awake when your fears scream the loudest, so I use it as background music. I will climb to the highest mountain, spread these undying wings, feathers made of dreams and make-believe, and soar into the abyss. The sky will split open and welcome me home. The clouds will make way, and the breeze will escort me to my throne, for I know now I was built for flying. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, y'all, let's go. Give it up for Escape Artist tonight. There's so many lines in there.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with her, go to the Red or Green Books. My brain had just stopped working. Go to the Red or Green Books website. Click the link for read about the authors, meet the authors. Escape. It's like maybe it's my willpower willing your book to come to fruition. I don't know, but go to meet the artist. You can read all about her. You can see samples of her artwork. I'm so excited for the work she did. Valois Vera's book just arrived. It got sent to him. The book release will be happening here in July, and you get to see her beautiful cover art for that book launch. I hope he gives you an invitation to that and plugs your artwork for the cover. I know that he did this whole long post about the cover art and his vision for the cover art, and I know that he tagged her in it so she can get credit for because it truly is a stunning cover. And it is beautiful. So if you're not following her, please follow Escape Artists on platforms. All right, next up we have Terry Rose Jurtson, who is, again, she's a Word is Right host. She does karaoke with Terry Rose Jurtson the last Saturday of the month. And she's also a Red or Green Books author. She has a very cool cover. One of my favorite covers here in the press that Shane Maynard did for her. Her book is titled Chameleon Chronicles Words Never Spoken. So see, that was the first volume. We got to do the other volumes now, Terry Rose. I want to see what those covers would look like as we continue to evolve. Things would be a lot of fun. But yeah, you can catch Terry Rose on Word is Right and Red or Green Books and all of that good stuff. And then I do not have anyone else on the open mic list, so I'll finish up with my guitar poem unless someone decides that they want to step up and read like Shaki G. But she doesn't have to. But if she wants to, then I leave that door open. After Terry Rose, and we'll finish up tonight. Let me spotlight you, Terry Rose. You look so beautiful tonight. Hi.
Hi, yeah, I'm so hot. It's like 100 effing degrees inside my house. I have an air conditioner on in one room at the one end of the house, and then I have air conditioners on the second floor. But where I am and the next room over, the sun just beats on this window right here. And oh my God, I am so uncomfortably hot right now. Sweating my ass off.
You know, blackout curtains help with that. If you get blackout curtains, they help keep all that heat out.
I wanted some light because I feel like I'm in the funeral parlor all the time. So I stupidly raised up the shade to get some light in here and also keep running the heat. So I'm sorry I did that. But anywho, so today I was in Tumbleweed's workshop and I have some 3 short pieces. So here we go. Whoops, down there. Come on. Okay. I read somewhere that hugging releases endorphins, the feel-good chemicals in the brain. Hugging yourself is the same as getting a hug from someone else. Our bodies don't know the difference. I mentioned this to one of my clients the other day, and we both immediately started hugging ourselves. This was not crossing any boundaries, as a real hug may have. This world has become a sad place when the only comfort we get is what we give to ourselves. Yet this news makes me feel curiously empowered. So everybody will be happy to know they can go hug themselves. That's the first one. And I have one about my mother, and this one is kind of a salty poem. We are not touching, and I am okay with that. Somehow the thought of my skin being touched by you makes it want to crawl away from my body. Quite literally, I hate you now. I really do. When you come near me, I want to flee. I can and will get as far away as my body will allow it. It decided you are not worthy of touching me. You do not get to touch me. This may sound dysfunctional, and maybe it is. Therapy is a full sentence. And when I'm working at keeping this together harder than you, then I am working too hard. Plus, who wants to be touched by someone who doesn't know truth from lies? My body decided it was gaslit for the last time. And then this one about
Let's
my
go!
mom.
I just got to shout out, let's go! My body decided it was gaslit for the last time. Therapy is a full sentence. I just got to exclaim that because hell yeah, let's go. Okay, keep going.
Okay. Are they still breathing? I had to check every night. The panic a mother feels is real at the thought of their child not breathing. I have experienced this fear at the cribside of my first and second babies. My mother once told me that we slept so soundly that she would hold a mirror up to our faces to see if it fogged up. Of course she did. My mother, my muse. Thanks for all the good material.
Oh my God, I freaking love you. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Terry Rose Jerson, y'all, unmute your mics. Give it up for her and her awesome poems today from Tumblewords Workshops. Yes. Woo! Let's go. What was the prompt for that poem I like?
Which one?
The second one.
Was about touching.
Right. What was the prompt for it?
Just anything about touching. Like she had two poems that were about touching that she read, and then we were just able to go with whatever we got out of those two pieces.
Okay, cool.
They were not salty like mine, of course. They were nice poems about wanting to be touched. And all the nice things that happen when you're touched by the person that you want to be touched by, which I'm never in that place, so I cannot totally relate to that. Yeah, I cannot relate. Yeah.
Donna Schneider was our very first feature at Moist Mondays. She was an erotic poet, right? We were able to publish her in at Red or Green Books in our women's erotic anthology. So she would be very pleased to know that Tumblewords is doing touching prompts. Let's go. I would totally take it to a salty place. You guys know me. All right, so let's go. So Adam is a musician. You should come back the last Saturday of the month, which will be next Saturday, because Terry Rose Jerson runs karaoke right here online. It's a lot of fun. And you don't, I mean, you can just come and also perform music. It's not like you have to do karaoke. You can just come and perform music as well. All right, but I did promise that if he stayed to the end, I would read my poem. Well, I have more than a couple guitar poems now anyway. So since we're kind of talking about a little bit of sexy stuff, I will go and read this poem right here. It has no title. I woke with the smell of guitar on my breath. Hypnotized wood magic, filling the darkness that somehow creeped in when I wasn't looking. And I am thirsty for a case of you and your head. Make me crazy all over again. Lull me into some silent suffering in your absence, where the sound of you strumming wood and hollow hole lingers in my ears. Drum your existence to this existential reminder that you are real and perhaps were even mine for a little while. And that's that piece. I wrote that actually while I was watching someone play guitar. So, you know, musicians are a key part of what we do as artists and as poets. We're always creating. So thank you so much, everyone who joined us. Let's do a toast. Are you guys ready for a toast? I'd love to do a toast as we wrap up our Word is Right Saturday night open mics. Let's do a toast. Grab your glasses, and I will cheers you all as we wrap up this evening. It's a Gaelic toast. Here's to health in your company and one for the lasses. Let's drink and be merry, all of our glasses. Let's drink and be merry, bad thoughts to refrain, for we may or may not ever all be here again. This has been The Word is Right Saturday night open mic at The Word is Right. I'm your host, Marissa Prada. We featured Quinn Collard tonight. Thank you all so very much for being here. We'll see you all next time. Peace and blessings. Bye.